Hi everyone, and welcome to Transfiguration 103. This is the Dragonscale adding the thumb on. This is going to be so much fun. I've never done this before, so it'll be interesting to say the least. Alright. So, where in the pattern are we? We're here. With 2 double pins or circular needles, hold the glove with the cuff down and carefully remove the scrap yarn, picking up 7 stitches below the scrap yarn. Alright, so what that means is down here we're going to be picking 7 stitches up and 6 stitches above the scrap yarn. So 6 up here, 7 down there on a second double pin, as well as 1 stitch on either end of the 6 from the knit fabric for a total of 8 stitches on the top needle. Alright, simple enough so far. With the working yarn and a third double pin, knit 5 stitches from the top needle. With the 4th needle, knit 3 remaining stitches. Knit into the back loop of the 3rd stitch to twist it, thereby reducing any hole. Then knit 2 from the lower needle. Knit 5 stitches on the remaining needle, so 15 stitches total. And then you're going to knit 7 rounds of stocking knit stitch on the thumb, bind off loosely as for the finger section. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, I have my glove here. What I'm actually going to do, so I'm slowly removing this scrap yarn. Alright. And I'm working with both double pins at the same time, or both needles. Oh no. This is not going well. Right? I'm going to carefully hold it there. Move that. No, this is not working well. Alright, so I'm holding this like against the table. Alright, I need to slip through this one. Alright, I'm already in that one, so I need to pick up that one. Slip this off. Right, do I have the right? Alright. My camera battery is actually dying, so I'm going to have to stop this shortly. So anyway, just keep removing and slowly picking up stitches. I actually just dropped one there, so I'm going to pick that one up carefully. Right. All right. So let's see what I got here. I got 2, 4, 6, and 2, 4, 6, 7. All right, perfect. So I got those stitches. That actually looks like a stitch. So now I have 7 and 7. Huh, that's not helpful. Is this an actual stitch? No, that's not a stitch. All right. So this one has 6. 2, 4, 6. And that one has 7. All right. So for this one, it says to pick up 2 stitches. So just what I like to do is kind of pick up that area where it's an actual stitch itself. Oh no, that was not helpful. That area. So I'm picking up a full stitch, which is two different, or it's 2 loops. The reason I pick up 2 loops and knit into those is it makes it a little bit more seamless, even though it says like to knit in the back loop. All right. So there you go. You have your stitches on the needle. You have 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you have 7 here. 2, 4, 6, 7. And now we're gonna join the yarn and knit 7 rows. All right, now that we got the correct number of stitches on the needles here, we're now going to, with the working yarn and a 3rd double point needle, knit 5 stitches from the top needle. With 4th needle, knit the remaining 3 stitches, knit into the back loop of the 3rd stitch to twist it, therefore reducing any hole. Then knit 2 from the lower needle. Knit the 5 stitches on the remaining needle for a total of 15 stitches. And then you're going to knit 7 rounds of just knitting. Stocking knit stitches, just knitting, because we're not going back and forth. And you're going to bind off loosely as the same bind off that you did for the finger section. And then you're going to weave in ends, and we're going to block later. So let's get this thumb finished. All right. So I'm going to grab my needles here. Right. So how do you connect yarn, you're probably asking. What you do is you take yarn. I leave about, what is that, 5-6 inch tail. I slide it over that first stitch, and I knit again with the tail in the beginning of the yarn. These stitches are all twisted, so I'm knitting through the back loop for about 3 stitches. So what I mean by a twisted stitch is, do you see how this back loop, is it going to focus for me? Yep, there we go. Do you see how this back loop's coming forward? So this stitch is twisted. Normally it looks like this. Spike is very talkative right now. All right. Now I'm going to drop that tail yarn into the glove. All right, and 5 stitches. There's my 5th. All right, now I'm going to drop that needle, start with a new needle. Right. 1, 2, 3, and then knit 2. All right, there's 4, and there's 5. All right, I got 5 there, and now to knit the last 5. All right, and you're gonna just continue knitting around for 7 rounds. So pause the video and we'll get back to binding off shortly. We're almost done. Alright, so I did my 7 rows there. And I'm gonna do that cast off that's by the lady's name, because that's what I did for the top. And just cut that off there. I'm gonna thread my needle. Alright, and my cast off is gonna be through 2, or purl through 2, knit through 1, and slide the stitch off. It's getting all caught up in needles. Alright. Through 2 purlwise, back through 1 knitwise. 2 purl, 1 knit. I need to go to the next needle. Oh, I did drop down to 4 stitches because I have tiny hands, so I decreased. So that's why if you're looking at this and being like, why do you have 4 stitches on each needle? We had 5. That's why. That's my little pattern modification because my hands are itty bitty. And the good part about this pattern is you can just repeat it again. So you're going to go back to week 2 and watch week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5. And that's going to be the end of your fingerless gloves. There's no difference between the left or the right mitt. They're knit exactly the same way, which is really nice that there's no difference between them. So it makes it less complicated there. Alright, almost done here. And then again, just knit through the last one. Find the first stitch. Wow, I got some major laddering going on there. Alright, so there's my first stitch. I'm going to just sneak on through. Alright. So do you see how I'm going in these purl stitches? Let's see if this will focus. Just kind of weaving my needle up and down. And that locks it in nicely, I found. Alright, stretch it out. Why is there that huge loop there? Oh, that's from my laddering. Oh well. So the point of it being hand knit is that it's not perfect. So I'm going to snip that there. And then just go through and weave in the rest of your ends. So you have the bottom, you've already done the top, and then you're going to have that thumb on the inside. And you have 1 of 2 scale mitts if you've not knit the second one yet, or this isn't your second one. Alright, congratulations.